For me, snowboarding, it's breath. It's not just the oxygen, but it's also the CO2. My biggest goal is to try to create a bid for Uganda at the Winter Olympics for 22. It's been a mountain climb. 5 surgeries, 1 heart attack, probably like a dozen concussions, a lot of progression, a lot of setbacks, and now it's kind of a lot of unknowns. I've just sacrificed everything for it. My name is Brolin Mawejje. I am from Uganda, Kampala, and I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I would say I ended up from Uganda to Salt Lake City mainly because of snowboarding and snow. Being attracted to the environment of Salt Lake and what it had to offer, and also I came out here to Salt Lake City for college. My first time snowboarding was in an after-school program in Massachusetts. So when I moved from Uganda, I moved to Boston, Mass, because my biological mother was living there. I guess back then I didn't have a word for it, but now I can say it was immediate flow state. I was so in tuned in like the snow, the board, my feet, what's happening, how do I get down the mountain, that, I was gripped. It's definitely a strange role being able to say I'm a black snowboarder because I wanted to just be a snowboarder, but I also do recognize and understand the opportunity that I have. For me, the most vivid change I can see is through companies and kind of the actions that they've made. So the Chill Foundation is a foundation that was started by Jake and Donna Burton, carpenter. And it's a foundation that started in snowboarding a little bit, giving back to inner city or impoverished kids who could not access snowboarding and the snowboarding community. And it's funny how it intertwines into my beginning of my snowboarding career, because the program I participated in an after-school program was the Chill program. And now full circle, I am not just an ambassador, but I've been a volunteer here in the community. I do want to be a voice in the snowboarding community, representing not only the African continent and nations, but representing, African Americans and black snowboarders and diverse individuals who are, eager just to snowboard and find the same joy that I was able to find. My heart attack in Kazakhstan has now been 4 years ago, so it's been 4 years. And I think I didn't see the changes immediately, but I think gradually it really changed me internally and externally. Before that, I was just like, Olympics. If I go to Olympics, then I'll be happy. My parents would be happy. My coaches will be happy, and then my life would start. And then you have a moment where somebody's like, "Oh, by the way, you might not leave this hospital bed. By the way, you have a few months to live. I don't know if you might make it." You kind of draw back, and you're like, "Oh," it's like, who am I? What really drives me? It made me dig into my snowboarding deeper, to where it wasn't just like, oh, I'm snowboarding just to compete, but like, it put my personality into it. I used to have a huge fantasy before COVID of what the Olympics would be like, how the feeling would be, and just hosting up the flag, walking through the opening ceremony. And, kind of COVID happened, and, I now don't have a fantasy. I kind of came more to the realistic aspect of it, of like, okay, there's still a lot that needs to happen. My fantasy is more in my training plan. And if that happens, we're dancing at the Olympics. If it doesn't happen, we're not dancing to the Olympics. And honestly, it's okay. I am fine with it because I'm the one that's put in the sacrifice. I'm the one that's put in the injuries, the surgeries, the heart attacks, the grueling every single day, and I guess I'm the one that determines the satisfaction on that. I used to look at myself as representing a nation, and beyond a nation, I was representing a continent, but maybe that stands beyond just a continent and just a people of one nation. and it goes to individuals that could look like myself. Because of snowboarding, I've been able to see the world. I've been able to chase and find myself. I've been able to live and create a living from it, create a lifestyle, and create a family from it.